Hi, welcome to Harry's Kitchen. Today I'm making turkey for Thanksgiving. But I don't make turkey on Thanksgiving. I make turkey the day before. Why? Because it's stress-free. You can take the time to make the gravy, and you can take the time to make the stock from all the leftover bones. Plus, you don't have to worry about family bothering you or anything else like that. I prefer to make the turkey the day before. I learned that from my mother. So if you make it the day before, like the Wednesday night or Tuesday night, then you can take the time to do everything. Also, turkey always tastes better the day after, so why not just make it the day before? Anyway, I have my turkey here. It's been thawed. I've washed it. I've taken the giblet bag, that little white bag, plus I have the neck. I don't throw away the neck. I will use the neck, and you'll see why in a few minutes. I also, to help with my gravy, because the gravy is made from the drippings of the turkey, I also will throw in some chopped up vegetables. I use carrots, I use leeks, I use celery, I use onions, and I use some garlic. Plus I use some spices. I don't use any salt. The reason I don't want to use salt is because it's easier to put in salt at the end than try to take it away. So I have some sage, I have a little curry, just a little, some bay leaves, and some pepper. The first thing I'll do, give a good coating of butter. So to everything, so it adheres. As I said, here's my garlic powder. Sprinkle it all over, sprinkle on the inside. Seasoning salt. And of course, sage. Really inside. Now I'm going to stuff the turkey. First I'll put some carrots. I'll put some celery. I'll put some onions. I'll put some of my garlic. And my bay leaf. And that is it. Alright, I've added a stick of butter. And now I'm going to put my neck in. Let that brown a little bit. I'm also going to throw in my onions. Let that brown a little bit. And then, of course, my carrots. All this adds a nice flavor to the gravy, and that's what I want, is a nice flavor of the gravy. Throw in my bay leaf and my garlic. And I'll let that brown very nicely. Alright, I've browned this side of the neck. I'm going to put it here. And let the rest of it cook. And then, when I'm done, I'm going to put in the turkey. Let's go for another 5 minutes or so. We want to get all the flavor and caramelize the onions and also caramelize the carrots. I have some celery that I'm going to throw in at the very end, and then I'll put the turkey. I have a 12-pound turkey. It should take about 2 to 3 hours. I also have an instant read thermometer, which I'll show you where I put it. But in the meantime, I'm going to let this cook a little bit. Put the carrots and the onions over to one side. Now I'm going to throw in the turkey. Alright, I put the rest of the vegetables in. The oven is hot. Now all I need to do is throw in some more liquid at the bottom. Good red wine, good white wine if you want to. Put some in the cavity as well. And that'll be the basis of my gravy. I'm also going to put a little more liquid, just plain water. And let that all cook.
As you can see, I put an instant read thermometer and I set it for 165 in the breast. When it beeps and I know the breast is done, I just have to cover the breast with some foil and then wait for the drumsticks and the rest of the meat to get to the correct temperature.
That's set. I have my wine. Good stuff. I always put wine. Later. One of the things you have to do all the time is you have to baste it. And so I went to the Health Club. I just got back. Continue to baste. As you can see, it's nice and brown. Looks real good. On my thermometer, it reads 132. Turkey should be cooked to 165 on the turkey breast. The problem is the thighs have to be cooked to 175. You can see there's a dilemma. If you cook the turkey breast and pull it out to the correct temperature, the thighs are undercooked. If you cook the thighs to the correct temperature, the turkey is overcooked. The breasts are overcooked. So when this gets to 165, I'm going to cover the breasts and keep it in the oven and then check on the thighs. And when those are 175, then it's done. As you can see, it looks pretty darn good. Thank you. See you in a little while. Well, the turkey is done. I took it out of the oven. And what I'm doing right now is I have the leftovers at the bottom. These are my drippings. I'm cooking a little bit longer to get some more flavor out of it. Here's the turkey. A lot of people like to slice the turkey like this. I rather slice it along the bone on the inside, and then I have one solid piece. And then what I do with that piece, it's very hot, is slice it this way. It's kind of like spaghetti. You can slice it along the lines of spaghetti, or you can slice it across. And I'll do that with the other breast. Take away some of the bones from the breast. I'll debone the legs. You can see my turkey gravy is cooking. I'm going to cook it for another 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm going to strain it. Then I'm going to pour the liquid into a glass jar and put it in the refrigerator and let the fat come to the top. Take the fat off. All I have left is beautiful gravy. Thicken it with a little cornstarch and water, and it's done. Alright, I have taken all the meat off the bones. This is what we're going to have for dinner, and that is future turkey stock. I'll show you how to make turkey stock on my next video. In the meantime, this is ready to eat. I just have to heat it up, and it's all done.